Hey Aussie gamers, welcome to episode 65 of the Hey Aussie gamers, welcome to episode 65 of the Aussie Gamers Express podcast, the podcast that has no cinematics. I am your host LewkOne, and joining me as usual is my good friend Thorncliff. How are ya?
I am very well.
Awesome, and also joining us is our other great friend Red. How are you?
Fantastic, mate. Another good intro because as well as no cinematics, at least they don't have smell-o-vision either. Just sitting here smouldering in the 12-degree heat.
Ew!
And we can retire now.
Retire from?
Yeah, the podcast, because we've done 65.
I don't get it.
You can retire at 65.
Oh!
I thought it was 63 that he died on.
Who?
What?
Phil Hughes.
Oh, no, Red! Oh, my God. That was a hell of an intro. All right, before we start, here's this week's show in preview. First, we'll have game talk, and then after that, in the news, we'll cover the Order 1886. New Assassin's Creed game has been leaked. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for this year, 2015. We've got some Dota 2 stats, Apple apps, a Commodore 65, 3D Streets of Rage, and Drive Club. After that, what's that sound? And that's the end of this week's show. Who wants to go first for game talk?
You.
Oh, okay then.
I'm not saying anything because the second I go to say something, it's like, meh.
Well, I don't know very much because I've been stuck on Dying Light pretty much all week, so I've been smashing that. When I first started playing Dying Light, I finished it and I thought, oh, you know what, there's way too much to do, I'm not going to bother with the platinum. But because I've been enjoying playing it, I've been doing this and doing that, and I thought, you know what, I may as well just try and platinum the bloody thing. The only trick with the thing is, there's a weird part of the map on the slums, up in the top right-hand corner, where there's a little exclamation mark, which is a side mission. One of the trophies that is required for a platinum is to finish all side missions. The only catch is, I don't know if it's a bug or a missable thing or whatever, but there's a section on the map where you can see a distinct piece of land where that exclamation mark is. The only problem is when you get to that part of the map, that piece of land isn't there. It's water. There's nothing there.
Maybe you got to go for a swim.
Well, no, like I've tried. You get in the water and then it tells you that you're now below the marker. So it gives you a little arrow saying up. And then you go up onto the land, like onto the platform just next to it, and it says you're level with it. So it's not under the water, and it's not up in the air. It's there, but it's invisible. There's nothing there. So
to add a bit of substance to the argument, I know exactly what mission it is, and I know exactly what you got to do. And we looked on my game also to see if it was a glitch or a bug with yours, and it wasn't. So then I went and created a new save game, the Savo, and lo and behold, it's still there.
Yeah, so it must be a missable thing.
Well, yeah, and everywhere I've read, no, nothing's missable, nothing's missable, nothing's missable. Well, maybe Mythbusters have come in and debunked this one.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I'll make a comment on it once we finally work out how to do it and what the story is. But yeah, it's a bit annoying. So I've got to sort that out. God, doing those challenges are frustrating as well. But I've played it for over 40 hours now, so I'm going to have to keep going. There's no turning back now. I've put too much time into it to not get that elusive platinum trophy. So I'll kick off on that again next time I'm playing games. Nextly, I want to touch on the Jackbox Party Pack. I picked that up it's not on the Australian store, unfortunately, but if you do have a US account, you can get the Jackbox Party Pack. If you don't have an American account on your PlayStation, you can pick it up on Steam as well. I think it's about $25 US. It might be on sale at the moment, if you're lucky. $25 is probably going to be about 33, something like that for us, for Aussies, in real money, if you will. But anyway, the Jackbox Party Pack, as a kid, I bought the You Don't Know Jack XXL edition back in, I don't know, 1997 or 8 or whenever it was. And I was in love with it. I used to play that game. I played that game so many times that even though that there were 10,000 questions, it boasts on the packet that there was 10,000 questions, I would constantly get questions that I'd already had before, and I'd just smash people that I'd play against. It was really cool. People thought I was really smart, but it was just that I'd seen the answers before. But anyway, the Jackbox Party Pack on the PS4, that is a revolutionary piece of software for that type of game, for a trivia game. So for those that don't know, you don't know Jack is a trivia game. It's usually 3 players. You buzz in, you answer. There's a couple little quirky things where you can screw your mate, or if you use your screw, it makes your mate answer the question. If they get it wrong, you get points. If they get it right, you lose points, and things like that. And the questions are all like pop culture stuff and really, they're really
obscure.
Hard. They are obscure, cryptic, and all that. It is Americanized, so we do struggle with some of the questions that Americans would probably think are really easy, but it's still a lot of fun to go up against your mates. But the quirky thing about this, and the thing that I thought was absolutely genius, is that, and it's almost built for streaming, is that when you play multiplayer, you don't use the controllers at all. You put the controller down, it comes up on the screen saying go to jackbox.tv on a smartphone or a tablet. You do that, you go to the website, and then it'll tell you to enter your name, so whatever username you want to use for the game, and then it'll tell you to enter the room code, and the room code is up on the screen while you're playing and at the beginning of the match. So some of them are 8 players, some of them are... One of them is 100 players. You can play Lie Swatter or whatever it's called, Lie Swat or Swat Lie or whatever. You can play that against 100 people. All you need is that room code, punch in your name on a smartphone or a tablet, and you can play it wherever you are. So Sean, if I'm playing it and I want to play against you, you jump on your phone, it pops up.
Or the iPad.
Yeah, or the iPad, pops up the little question on the screen for your phone, and you can pick your answers or whatever. And yeah, with that particular one where it can be against 100 people. So if you're streaming, which I did for Valentine's Day, I was playing with my wife and Red, and about 9 other, at some stage, I think the most we had was 8 people, all playing this game on my console, and I'd never met them before. They were just watching the stream. They punched in jackbox.tv and the room code, and they played with us. It's absolutely brilliant.
And cool. even with the 15-second delay, it's built for it. It gives you 45 seconds or a minute. You know, it
gives you enough time. So you watch the stream, so you can also see what's on the screen, and you enter with your phone. So Sean, if you come round with your wife, and I'm here with my wife, and whatever, we can all just jump on with our phones and play the game. You don't need 4 to 8 controllers. You just use your smartphone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely unbelievable. I look forward to playing a lot more of that game. I really recommend it. I don't know how it would work, how good it goes on PC. I'd imagine it'd be the exact same thing with the phones and what have you, but I just think it's amazing. And I picked it up on sale for $10 because they had a what do you call it? A flash sale. That's it, for Valentine's Day. So I picked up that. Other than that, bit of Trials Fusion as well. Can't really go a week without having a go at that and trying all the user-made tracks and trying to get good times and stuff. So that's been about my week, I'd say.
Awesome. Well, let me go now. I finished episode 1 of The Wolf Among Us probably about 5 minutes after the podcast. So after you bagged me out last week, I jumped back on to finish it off, and there was about 5 minutes left, and I'm like, so that it. But that was awesome. I love the story of it.
You've done that before.
Yeah.
I remember you telling a story, it was on the podcast too, about Fable.
Yeah.
We left it for, was it years?
Oh, it was a while. It's because I had the old CRT TV, and it was giving me the shits because I couldn't read it. Yeah, so I turned it off and thought, I'll get my save up, get my new TV, and then I'll hook it back up and play it again. And I literally walked around the corner, and it was the end of the game.
Oh, that's so Thorncliff.
Yeah, so
you know what it was you subconsciously thinking, I can't finish a game. It was like your brain was just telling you, stop playing it, you're about to finish a game for once. It's not your style.
Well, I only did about 10 or 15 minutes of Fable 3 before I turned it off, and I haven't touched it since.
Ooh.
When you get the big decision at the start, and I'm like, fuck you. It can be... if you're going to be like that, I'm not going to play you.
Spoiler alert, but I think it's old enough now that people should have played it, so we shouldn't spoil it. But, right at the beginning of the game, it's like, do you want to save your missus? Or kill everybody outside? Yeah, so it's like, if you save her, everybody dies. Or if you can save everybody's life and kill her. Yeah. And that was your brother making you do that. What an arsehole. Yeah.
It was the same as your big choice at the end of Fable 2 as well. You get to bring back everybody that died in the Spire. You could bring back your family and your dog, or you could have unlimited wealth.
Money.
I
brought my family and my dog back because your dog is needed to help you find treasure and stuff. Yeah. So, I didn't want the family because I had like 8 of them by the end of it. But yeah, I brought back the dog, and then everybody hated me when I was walking around. So
just like real life.
Yeah, I know. Been playing a bit more Heroes of the Storm. Still enjoying it. I'm just I'm liking all the different game modes and stuff like that. And a few more missions of Dying Light I've done. I really need a good session where I can just sit down and really smash that out, but enjoying it. It looks beautiful. Really having fun with that. Trials Fusion, like I said, still trying to do some of that friggin' Dirt Derby. Throw my controller out the window.
Nico beat his best time, but he still can't beat my time.
Yeah. Today I hit 400 bounties in Diablo 3.
Oh, homeward stretch, and you need 100 more.
Yeah, 100 more. It's becoming a real grind now, though, because I'm thinking now that, look, by Thursday, I'm hoping, well, it's Monday today, so I want to do 25 a day. So hopefully by Thursday I'll have that done, and then all it is the hardcore trophies. Awesome. So we'll have to organise another day to smash that out.
You don't have to kill Multi-Owl or whatever his name is, do you? Or you do? So you can do all 5 acts.
Yeah. All 5 acts for each level 70. Yeah, so that's gonna be another big thing. But we're playing it on easy. I think that we'll be able to run through it pretty good if we do all the side missions and stuff and get our character to 70 by the time that we're doing the major battles. Then I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Lastly, I picked up Titanfall.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So that was part of the sale that they're having at EB at the moment. Picked it up for $28, which is really cool because you look at the sticker on it, it says $99.95, and then they whack a sticker on it saying $28.
2 weeks after I messaged you saying, hey, it's on special for $14 on the store.
Yeah.
You're genius. Genius.
Yeah. But yeah, I got it and I put it in. I think I was a bit disheartened. I did the tutorial and then I was waiting for a game and I kind of cracked the shits and I put into the admin chat, this is fucked. I've been waiting 10 minutes for a game, haven't got one yet. This game's going back to the store. Until I got into a game. And it is awesome.
It's a good game.
Yeah. And do you know the good thing about it is? They never advertised it as having a story. They never advertised it as being this... They never advertised it as something that it wasn't. It was advertised as a fucking multiplayer robot first-person shooter.
It sort of kind of has a campaign, though.
Yeah, I've seen the campaign missions and stuff like that. I haven't even looked at them because I just jumped straight into the multiplayer games and that.
Yeah.
And I'm actually good at it.
Well, that's why I like it, because it's not like a hardcore game. Even for people like you and I that aren't massive on first-person shooters, like we can still have half a go at winning or getting good scores at least anyway.
Yeah, because I think it is as well that they're not all players that you're playing with.
No, there's a lot of AI in there.
And all that kind of stuff that are running around. And they're pretty good because, like, I've been playing as the assassin. So, like, you'll jump to an area and it'll lock onto, like, 3 or 4 people with your auto gun.
Yeah.
And then it'll knock them out. But then you can also get to the point where you'll run up behind and you'll see somebody that's another pilot, and you lock onto them, and if you hold it that cup, like probably about half a second, it'll get another 2 locks on them, and you're able to kill them with the one shot.
Yeah, you've got to get 3 lock-ons for a human.
3. Yeah.
It just makes it so it's not OP.
Yeah. But it's just awesome fun. It's just the free, well, it's not really free running, but like the jetpacks and all that kind of stuff in it. Whereas the Call of Duty jetpacks and all that kind of stuff were good for a double jump and all that kind of stuff. But these ones here with the full running across walls, and you can run down an alleyway without even touching the floor, and then jumping it through a window, you know.
Wall running resets your double jump thing too.
Yeah. Yeah, so the second that you hit anything with your feet, then you're able to double jump again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's awesome fun. Great
fun. You had some fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red, I reckon you dominate on that game.
Yeah.
You dominate on COD, but I think in that game that you would absolutely annihilate it.
Mm.
Well, I'd love to play a first-person multiplayer game with you guys that didn't seem like a struggle for you. And don't get me wrong, I'm not taking the piss. It's just not your cup of tea. Oh, well, it is every now and again for Call of Duty, but you're not Prestige 15, you know?
No.
I think I'd really enjoy it. I'm going to have to twist Weeksy's arm, something shocking.
Oh, just go and steal it.
Yeah, well, he's busy now, isn't he?
Well, yeah, well, he likes his beers. Just go over late one night. He'll be fucking half cut before bed, and then just knock him on the head for a bit. He'll go to sleep. Take it.
Spike his beer with a bit of red juice.
The only problem is he bought the girls at Xbox.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise there was a boys one.
Yeah, well, he
bought a white one, didn't he?
He bought the white one.
Oh, yeah.
That's like when I see anyone with a white iPhone, I say, oh, they run out of the boys ones, did they?
My wife's got a white one and I've got the black one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Yeah. But yeah, and then you get your Titan, and then the fun goes even more.
I still really want them to add in the little, like that chick that goes, or whatever it is they say, like 90 seconds to Titanfall. And then when you bring the Titan down and like 5 seconds later it gets destroyed. I just want the guy to go, you got another one of them spare?
You're new to this, aren't you?
We just gave you one of them 3 seconds ago. What did you do? Yeah, I'm a noob.
You just wasted $50 million in 5 seconds.
Funny. Yeah, good game. Real good game.
Yeah, awesome fun.
Thinking of Titanfall makes me remember the April Fool's joke, the DLC of Optimus Prime.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
How cool would an Autobot fucking skin be on Titanfall?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yes. And, but then I've just been having to basically stuff around with a lot of the little things on the Xbox as well. So just like Peggle, and I had to go over IDAR, but I've got absolutely no idea what that is.
Oh, actually,
what it's doing in it.
Speaking of Xbox, I just remembered a game I didn't mention. I played episode 2 of the Game of Thrones Telltale game.
Ah, yes.
But there's not really much to talk about. I mean, it's only going to spoil story, I guess, and there's nothing else. I mean, I liked it. But I will say, I think you need to be a Game of Thrones fan to be enjoying it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go any further if I wasn't a fan of the show.
Well, is that relative storyline or characters, or just because you enjoy subject matter?
It has like cameos and storylines in there in the background. Obviously, the main arc has got nothing to do with the TV show.
Yeah.
But it does intertwine. Like, there's a lot of background stuff that actually happens in the show or / the books. But yeah, that would all probably go over your head if you don't know the story. And you'd probably miss out on a lot of the cool bits and pieces and the characters and all that. But yeah, I think, and because I know where the story will likely go, because I know what the writers are like for Game of Thrones, I'm very interested to keep playing it. But yeah, if I had an interest in the show, I don't think it'd be very good.
So this one here as well is, well, it was advertised as 100% more Jon Snow.
Yeah.
So a bit of time at the wall.
Yes.
Okay, and that's where the brother from the first
episode,
he leaves and goes to the wall.
That's right. Yeah, he's the one like right.
He's
at
not
the
the brother or whatever he is. Like
you're right at the beginning at the Red Wedding.
Yeah.
The guy you play as there, he turns up at the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, because he gets sent there once he gets back to Iron.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
There was a problem with it though. It must have been some sort of bug, but you know how they always do like the options and the choices.
Yeah.
There was a fuck up with my choice because, you know, in the first episode where you get to choose who your, I can't remember what they call it.
Oh yeah, like your hand is.
Yeah, sort of that the kid who's running House Forester.
Mm.
As him, you pick who you want to be like your right hand man.
Yeah.
And in this episode, it was the other guy.
Ah.
I'm like, no, I didn't pick him. And they're like going, you picked him as your man, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I fucking didn't. I picked the other guy. So there was a problem there. There was a mistake.
Who did you pick? Did you pick like the military dude or?
I picked the nicer guy.
Ah, yeah, okay. I didn't.
With the beard, rather than the cranky, I want to kill everyone guy.
I think I picked the cranky, I want to kill everyone guy.
Well, I've got him now.
Yeah, because I was kind of an asshole as well. And, you know, like I kind of mouthed off to the wrong person, which I think
ultimately led
sealed
to the
my, ultimately sealed my fate. So,
yeah. All right, you're good, Sean.
Yeah, and you're just going to hate me because I think I got about 3/4 of the way through the Borderlands one as well.
And you finish it?
Not yet.
That's a new rule. You're not allowed to play Telltale episodes in sittings. There needs to be one go.
Okay.
They're 2 hours. You can't put 2 hours aside.
I can, but...
Do it.
It's usually Diablo or something like that.
Yeah. Those bloody bounties. All right, Red, tell us about your week.
I play cricket.
All right, let's go into news.
Quick rundown. I finished my first season in career mode, which consisted of 16 4-day matches and 15 one-day matches and 7 T20 matches. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and fair to say, I'm into my second season now.
How many hours have you played?
As an estimation, at least 30.
And you're level 3.
Yep, level 3, 17-year-old prospect from Tasmania.
Can you spell grind?
Yeah.
Is it what's the fucking game called?
Cricket.
Is it cricket or is it Tony Hawk's Pro Skater? So much grind.
I see what you've done there.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm progressing slowly, and the thing is, you only up your attributes very minutely. Obviously, you've got a 20-year career to partake in. You can't.
Well, it's a simulator, isn't it? It's just like cricket. It takes forever.
Yeah, and you hear me, fuck, when I get out.
Yeah.
Stop again, fuck. Just talking along like this. Got him!
And that time I said to you, Red, I didn't realise you were multilingual. And you're like, why? What do you mean? I said, because you're fucking speaking another language. What's some of the shit you've been saying?
Overrate strike rates. Let it drift too far down the offside. Yeah, pitch that up a little. Oh, no, should have been caught. All that sort of shit.
Isn't there like leg and shit?
Oh, yeah, too far down leg. That's why it's not going to be LBW. Yeah, all that.
And then there's like a big fat guy that comes on the pitch all the time because you keep going, oh, geez, that's wide.
Red button.
Red beard and growth. Plays cricket now.
Yeah. Genetic freak. I'm 16-year-old with a 3-foot beard.
Is that all you've played? You've played some Dying Light too.
Yeah, I played some Dying Light today, this afternoon with you for a couple of hours. One thing I did do last night, I went through and I put Titan Attack on.
Oh, yeah, Titan Attacks, yep.
Out at 11 o'clock last night, and then 10 past 1, I get a message on my phone. Are you planning on coming to bed? I sat there for almost 2.5 hours and went through just over 100 levels of Titan Attack.
Oh, were you meant to have sex?
Oh, I hope not.
Well, I don't know. If I'm playing games and I get a text message from the bedroom, I know to put the controller down.
Oh no, mine comes with PS because I'm not getting up to take the kids to school in the morning. That's what that is.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's right. I may as well be sponsored by Pornhub anyway. So.
Yeah, because YouPorn's already got that other team.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I bash out a team a night.
Just going for a bat.
Yeah, catch. So, yeah, a lot of cricket. Look, and I do appreciate. I do like. How much was it again, Luke?
Oh, that was $99.95.
Yeah, that's right.
The one low price.
But yeah, no. Look, I'll get a bit of variety cranking in. Well, most likely as of Friday. I have. Though I tell you what, I installed last night. Unity.
Oh, right.
The only reason I didn't play it is because it was 7.5 gig worth of downloads.
Yeah. I just play it without the update.
She's right. She's updated now. Good to go.
What's Titan Attack you were talking about?
It was a PS Plus game. It's basically what was it? Space Invaders.
Yeah. New Age Space Invaders with upgrades.
Just. Yeah, it's very simple. D-pad back and forth and shooting stuff and picking stuff up. You can slightly upgrade your ship and everything like that. And you have a boss battle every about 20-25 rounds. Then you go to a different planet and it just progressively gets harder. And then you start again with your same ship, trying to fully upgrade it for that last trophy.
Awesome.
So I've only got 2 trophies to go, I think, or 3. And not that that's why I'm playing it, but I really sat there and played a pixel game last night and just got absolutely lost in it.
Why don't you play Rogue Legacy?
Because I'm waiting for my fucking PS3 back.
What?
Oh, Rogue Legacy. Oh, I keep going Assassin's Creed Rogue. I done that the other night, remember? I knew what I was talking about for about 15 minutes.
Let's try that again. Why don't you play Rogue Legacy?
Fuck that, man. That's hard.
That's the answer I was looking for.
You fucking keep that shit, really. It doesn't walk you into it, you know. It doesn't get gradually harder. It's like fucking pow, right in the kisser.
Yeah, it's like, remember those old slapstick TV shows where they'd walk through like the stable doors and they're cut in half, but the top half would swing closed and smash them in the face.
Rogue Legacy.
All right, I'll cut that out. Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like the barn doors and the front doors, you got a top and a bottom, so you can.
Oh, you know what I was talking about. You just thought I was an idiot and didn't want to have any affirmation towards anything of that.
I'm not sure if I thought you were an idiot.
You knew.
And our next news item. No.
Are you fucking done yet?
Yeah, I'm done, mate. 3 games.
Good. Well, that's all I had. I had 4, including Game of Thrones. All right, let's go into news. All right, first up in the news, a full-length playthrough of The Order 1886 has been uploaded to YouTube. Did you know that?
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Full-length. Now, Reddit has gone mad for this. Absolutely exploded because the biggest kicker for this full-length playthrough of The Order 1886, it goes for 5 hours.
Bullshit.
This is what's being claimed. I can't verify this because I didn't go looking for it because I want to play the game. I don't want to ruin it. So I don't know if it's 100% true. But have a listen. Let me just read this here. YouTuber Play Me Through has uploaded a complete playthrough of The Order. The footage totals roughly 5 hours of playtime, including both gameplay and cutscenes. The time devoted to cutscenes appears to be roughly half that of the playtime. And the cutscenes are reported to be unskippable.
Yep.
Now that's a no-no in the world of gaming. You cutscenes must be skippable. Now, the leak arrived shortly after the rumour circulated that the game was only 3 hours long, and after Ready at Dawn found and CTO Andrea Pessino responded to a query that the game was less than 5 hours long by stating that it was not true. And he later tweeted, "I am done commenting on clickbait rumours about game length. Downgrade idiocy and such nonsense. Don't bother asking." So he sounds really pissed off with people saying that it's only 3 or 5 hours long. So maybe it's not. Maybe this guy went through... He did claim that he didn't play it on the harder setting. But, I don't know, let's just say that maybe he played it on easy and then just, flew through without I don't know. He's obviously done no collectibles as well.
There is no collectibles, bro, from what I've heard. It's a linear storytelling game. That's what, hence the no skippable cutscenes.
I don't know. But look, 5 hours long. Do you buy it or not?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, I do. But if it's going to be 5 hours long, I'm going to be pissed.
You know what? If it's a good cinematic and a great experience, I'm good with 5 hours.
Yeah,
if it's going to be something along the lines of Heavy Rain, is that what we're talking about when we're going cinematic?
No, cinematic as in it's going to be action-packed sequences.
Story, yeah, just very story-driven.
But you know what this says to me? You might want to play it on hard.
Oh, yeah, I will anyway.
It doesn't turn me off at all.
Nah, me either.
More so the other way around. If the story was 20 hours long, then I get into territory of I don't know.
It's got to be a good game.
If it's 20 hours long, the campaign alone, with nothing else, it better be The Last of Us.
2.
That's a bit harsh. It's hard to do. But it took me 19 hours to play The Last of Us the first time through, and I loved it. But if the game is 5 or 6 hours long, but is rich, I don't care. I'm happy.
You're going to love it, I reckon.
I think I will.
It's going to have everything but double jump, brother.
Well, you don't know. It might even have that. Probably not. But
I like the setting for it.
Yeah, so do I. I like that whole steampunk looking thing. And
from the first time I saw it and went, you know what, this is Nightmare Creatures.
Oh, yep. Yeah. I remember that game.
And I went, I want this because that Nightmare Creatures game, I still remember playing it on the PS1 and it was just awesome. And this kind of, it just took me straight back to that. I'm going, oh my God, this is... Well, I thought it was, when I first saw the trailer for it, I thought, is this a remake of Nightmare Creatures? Because it just had that whole feel of it.
When I saw it, we're in a party chat, and I said, that game doesn't interest me, it looks shit.
You got crucified fucking 6 months after saying that too.
I upset Weeksy when I said that, and he went on a mission to show me the game. He was throwing links at me, throwing videos at me, saying, watch that, read that. So I did. And I admitted, I think I was wrong. I think it does look like a fantastic game, and I've already pre-ordered it. I'm playing that game. For sure.
Weeksy's that keen, he's pre-ordered 2 copies.
Yes. What a nut.
So it's cool that you get to meet, it's got historical figures in it as well.
Oh, yeah? I didn't know that. That sounds really cool.
Well, it's like Nikola Tesla is the one.
Oh, yeah.
He gives you all the your weaponry and stuff like that there. He engineers them for you.
He's the Tesla coil guy, isn't he?
Yep.
That electrical thingy.
Yeah. You play as Galahad.
Stuff like that. And, yeah.
You play as Galahad, did you say?
Galahad, yeah. Look, I got a bit of a down low on it probably an hour before I was talking to you this afternoon, and the order, his actual name's not Galahad, but he's a descendant of, you know what I mean? So when one dies, another one takes its place, sort of thing, like a prophet, or if you will. And they're Knights of the Round Table, descendants of the Knights of the Round Table, and they have this black what is it? Black water stuff that they drink.
Yes.
And that gives you, it throws into perspective why you're able to regenerate. And some of them are 200, 300, 400-year-old people, like Galahad, the main order guys. They're actually quite old. They're generations old, but they're not immortal. It states they're not immortal. They can die and everything like this. So there seems to be a big fucking narrative behind this one.
That just sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah. I'm glad I was able to bring something to the podcast.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. I don't care. If it's 5 hours, yeah, maybe it's a little bit disappointing because it is short. But like I said, if that's rich, it's like drinking concentrated cordial without water.
Get it in ya.
Yeah!
Ooga.
Or just sucking on a Barocca tablet without the cup of water.
I haven't mentioned, except Thorncliff touched on it, the lichen type werewolf creatures, and it states they're not full werewolves. They still have like their the human aspect to them, and that tends to make them more dangerous.
I'd imagine it would.
They've got cognitive ability and the ability to think and that raw power. So I hope it scares the shit out of me in different bits and pieces. And just another thing to add, the whole cinematic part of it, some of it's meant to be interactive, so that's probably also the non-skippable point of it all as well.
Well, there's nothing more fearful for a man as another man.
And said that. That's a good point.
You think about that with like video games, like in The Last of Us. Yeah, it's fun stabbing the clickers and the zombie guys and all that sort of stuff. But when you come up against the humans, then you got to think. Same in Dying Light. The zombies are easy to chop up into pieces, but those humans, man, they block you. They will shoot you, all that sort of stuff. Where the zombies are just mindless and dumb. Human man is the big problem.
Where did you do your pre-order through?
Who?
Dick Smith.
Yeah, Dick Smith, man.
Oh, okay. How much is it there?
$59.
Oh, okay. Because I'm just looking at JB Hi-Fi at the moment. You get a 14-centimeter Galahad Sackboy figurine with it.
For how much?
$94.
Yeah.
No.
Are they claiming that Galahad figurine is free?
Yes. No, it's like the limited edition of it. So,
unfortunately for everybody listening to this show, the game will be out by then, and you won't be able to pre-order it and get that $59 from Dick Smith. But please, I implore you, if you are looking at saving money for just your normal standard edition games, always check out Dick Smith. They are always quite often, they will grab a brand spanking new AAA game. They will rip $10 off what they're going to sell it for if you pre-order it online. And I've done it now 3 times, and every single time I've pre-ordered it about 14 to 7 days before release. Every single one of those times, I had a courier knock on my door at 9:45 a.m. the day of release.
Yeah.
I haven't been let down.
Not to correct you there, Luke, but they also do the 59 in-store also.
Not where I am. They told me to piss off.
Rant. The 2 stores down here, Weeksy's store over in his local and my local. Yeah.
No, they're being fair down there because you're 20 years behind. Not everybody has the internet.
Oh, well, I don't have the internet. Lucky I've got this 4G to be able to do this. So.
That's it. But no, seriously, no, dude, I walked in and I may have mentioned it. I'm not sure how specific I was, but when I bought Alien Isolation,
yep,
I went into the store and she said to me, "That's an online deal only." And I said, "Well, can I just go online, pick up in store instead of delivery, pay for it, and then you'll give it to me?" And she goes, "Yeah."
Oh, you can do pick up, store, click and collect. See, I can't do that.
Click and collect, yeah. Not always. Not always. I could do that. I could do it for Alien Isolation, but she wouldn't do it. And then I went onto the website, and because the game had only just come in like an hour ago, it wasn't in their inventory yet. So I couldn't do click and collect at that store. I could only do click and collect for a different store, which was probably a 20-minute drive.
Yep.
So I said to her, "Look, this is, you've got the game here. You've told me it's here. Can you just sell me one over the counter just for the sake of customer service. She cracked the shits, rolled her eyes, and went out the back and got it for me. And she sold it to me. Anyway. But yeah, so that's that. I keep an eye on it for the games coming out. You know, you'll get some good deals. If you want your special editions and that, you probably have to go to JB. Or sorry, EB. EB have usually got the better special editions, but you'll pay for it.
Yeah, and JB normally have the steel book, or as you said with Thorncliff there, he had the
It's
sack
got
boy.
the steel book and the sack boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, steel book would be a pretty standard thing.
It
with the
has
JB.
some DLC with it as well, but yeah, probably a skin or something.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from that. What do you guys got?
I've got here that Dota 2 has hit 1 million concurrent players at one time over the weekend. So it's the first game on Steam to hit over 1 million players at one time. And the second place over the weekend was the Counter-Strike Go, and that had 433,000.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wow, that's more than double.
So, yeah, Dota 2 was there. Still nowhere near the League of Legends concurrent player record, which is 7.5 million people at one time.
Wow, that many arseholes in one place. I reckon I reckon Cavan would have put his efforts in over the weekend.
Yeah, he's always on Dota, isn't he?
What's I can't remember. I asked him how many hours he was up to. Did he say...
He put that picture in the thing. It was over 800 hours.
It was something like that. It was. I was going to say 700, but yeah, it'd be something around there. He loves his Dota.
Yeah, I'll see if I can see what it says on him. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, well, that was a good effort for Dota. All right, Red, what do you got?
Here's on Drive Club PS Plus Edition. The overdue PlayStation Plus Edition, I'm quoting, of Drive Club is still some way off.
No, you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to at least say that it was soon.
No release date at the moment, and the only real bloody thing they're putting down to it is there's still a lot of server development needed to support the PS Plus Edition.
No, fuck it.
Why?
Piece of shit.
Like, don't get me wrong, probably showing how naive I am. I do come from Tasmania. Is there going to be different servers for a PS Plus and a paid one, is there? Or can you not just lock stuff?
No, what I think what they're worried about is that there's that many PlayStation Plus subscribers that it would be a massive influx of like millions of people onto the servers.
Well, if we come out tomorrow, only 10 people would play it. I reckon that's been and gone. Even if you gave it to me for free, I'd probably do a race or two, and that'd be it.
Do you know what it is? And it's just the way I'm geared, and it's probably because I'm probably a little bit more arsehole than nice guy. There's a bit of nice guy in me, but like I said, I might be 65 arsehole %. Yeah. Is that about right, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I was waiting for you to go, 75. Every time I see somebody that's purchased it, I can't help but think,
really?
You're an idiot.
That's sucked in, yeah.
Did you really pay for that game?
Yeah.
There's a warning on the store if you buy it digitally. There's a warning on the store saying, this game doesn't work properly.
In the first line.
It is. It's in. I can't remember if it's in capitals or not, but it's there. It's blaring and it goes, doesn't work properly. But buy it anyway. Why not?
Yeah, this title is subject to constant network issues or something.
Something like that, and some features don't work and stuff.
Bold text at the very first sentence on the PlayStation Store. That's what they open with.
If you went into a shop and went to buy a TV and there was a sign on it that says the volume doesn't work all the time and sometimes it turns off on its own, would you buy that fucking TV?
No.
No way! No way in the world would I buy that TV. Yeah, so every time I see somebody that buys that game or has it or whatever, I think, oh God, I should try and sell this bloke my car. It only works half the time, leaks fuel, leaks oil, but it's still a car. 20 grand.
Type 6, savvy.
75% arsehole. Who we back to me? Or is there more on that?
It's ourselves. It's your turn.
Okay, thank you. Next news item. Assassin's Creed Golden Age has been leaked in a recruitment brochure. Are you excited?
No.
Don't be.
It's a 4 3DS or something.
No, it's not a new title. Some people went, oh, it's a new game. Ah, crazy. Put it all over the internet.
Chinese one?
Oh,
No,
that'll be number one.
No, it's not. Have a listen to this. Before we officially announce a game to the world, this is Ubisoft officials saying this. Before we officially announce a game to the world, we use a working title or code name to refer to a project internally. Assassin's Creed Golden Age was the internal name given to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. It is not a name of any future Assassin's Creed title. Now that's what they're saying. Whether or not we believe what Mr. and Mrs. Ubisoft is telling us is up to you. That could well be the code name for a title they're working on, but how would we ever know?
Yeah, they've only got to change it to...
That's it. They're going to change it to the actual title and release the game. How do we know that was Golden Age? They could be lying. It could be true. Either way, who cares? Don't be in a rush for a new one. Let's wait. Give them their time. Finish your games, Ubisoft. Finish Assassin's Creed. In my opinion, it was one of the best Ubisoft games that they had. Take your time, fix them, make it biannually, do it every 2 years.
Yep, I'm with you.
At least. You've got other games that you can pump out that'll make your money every other year.
Tom Clancy. Go Tom Clancy and then bloody AC.
That's it.
Cool.
No, go AC, then go Far Cry.
Oh, yeah. Do you reckon you see a Far Cry every year?
No.
Not every year, no way.
No. But that's what, you know how like with Call of Duty that they've got the 3 developers working on it?
Yes.
And that means they've got a 3-year turnaround. What Ubisoft should do, instead of having that sort of same setup, they should use their different games. So, alright, let's bring out AC this year. Next year, let's bring out the next Far Cry. Then after that, bring out the Splinter Cell. Then after that, bring out, I don't know, whatever.
That's it, yeah.
You know, and use a cycle. Or I don't know how the Division's going to work, if that's going to be something they keep for a long time or if that's something they're going to reiterate every few years. But use that. That way the games don't go stale and the games aren't rushed. I know that's a perfect world and that's not going to happen because if they release them all at the same time every year, they'll make more money because everybody will buy their games. And that's why it happens. And then sometimes people say on, you know, I see it all the time on Reddit where they'll go, don't buy the broken games because you're encouraging it. It's not going to happen. People want games to play. They will put them out. You will buy them. That's how it works. I mean, I agree with that. We shouldn't buy them, but I'm going to anyway.
Most people can support the habit as well. If you can afford 1 to 2 consoles and a computer in your house, you're going to buy most of the new games, correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right. But yeah, anyway, that's how it is. Don't get too excited. That's what, if you see anything about the Golden Age, it's apparently AC4. It was just in a recruitment brochure. Like they're going, come and work with us, and you know, this is what you can make, and everyone's seen it and gone, Golden Age? Is that the new game? Apparently not. Alright, next news item.
Apple has launched a new category on their App Store for their games and that. So it's pay once and play now. So they're trying to weed out this whole free to play or pay to win games and saying, well, look, you buy this game, you don't have to pay any more for it.
Yeah. There's no microtransactions.
No.
Yeah. Which is, in my opinion, it's good.
I like
exactly what you're going to do, and you know what? I'm more than happy to throw $2, $3, $5 at a game that I don't have ads popping up every 2 seconds. You're
going to own it.
Yeah, I own it. I don't have to pay money. Yes. Yeah. It's a really good thing, and it's a really good way for developers to now be able to go, well, I'm not going to get lost in the in the abyss of the App Store now that if I make this game and make it so there's no microtransactions, it's just a game, and it's a game that I want people to play. I don't want ads or any shit that's going to ruin the experience for it. I'm going to market it towards this pay once and play category, and I think it's a great thing for developers.
Well, yeah, that's it. I think it'll encourage the developers to make their games like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Red?
Right. How many of you guys remember Streets of Rage, specifically number 2 from the Mega Drive?
I remember Streets of Rage.
Yes.
Yeah, how cool is that? Well, it's being released on the 3DS.
Oh.
Yeah, so 3D Streets of Rage 2.
Oh, so it's not a new one.
Oh, no. Streets of Rage 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's Streets of Rage 2 as it was before, but now it's in 3D.
Yeah, so and it's past qualification, classification board here in Australia, so she'll be on her way out. I reckon the only thing that would give that bit of a hiccup is you used to fight the girls with the whips and the big butch females and everything. So there is depiction, though it be 1990 style, of violence against women.
So, but so it's essentially going to be exactly the same as when you played it on the Mega Drive, because nobody plays the 3DS in 3D.
Yep. Yeah, who does? I've got a 3DS, and I've only played 3 games on it, but I've never played in 3D.
I didn't know you had a 3DS.
Yeah, I got a 3DS. I got 4 of them.
You got Pokemon?
No. Mario Kart.
What Mario Kart?
7.
Oh.
Bloody that Zelda thing. Yeah, ring it. I got Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Oh man,
Majora's Mask coming out this week.
Yeah. I'm not that.
Zelda would have to be the one game that I absolutely love everything about it, except for the game.
you love the lore.
I love the lore. I love the characters. I love the art. I love everything about it. I just fucking hate playing it. Can't win. Maybe the new one on the Wii U might entice me. I'll definitely try it.
Yeah, you should. Because I don't know what it's like. Yeah, that's about it from that. They think it's a continuation of a CD 3D classic, which might see a few more games like your Sonics and whatnot roll out on the 3DS. And let's hope
all right, is that back to me now? I think it is.
It is, mate.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Ooh, I see what you done there.
No, I didn't do that. That's that.
Yeah, Tony Hawk's
tweet. Tony Hawk tweeted that.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
because he's been working on it for a bit now.
What, the poem or?
Yeah, most likely.
Well, look, it's not exactly the most romantic poem, but on Valentine's Day he tweeted that with a pic. It was like a picture of that, and then he actually wrote a little bit of text, and it said, "A romantic poem for your Valentine's Day. Also, we're working on a new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater to be released this year. Love, Tony."
Yep.
We're away with words, old Tony. Too many stats, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I want them to just remake Tony Hawk's 1 and 2, put them together, and release
every
it.
Track.
Well, you know you can get the first one.
Yeah, it's just not the same, though.
It's shit. No, it's shit because it is the same.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, I guess it's not that I'm 12 and playing it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, those controls and those clunky movements and all that sort of stuff were revolutionary back then. Today, we kind of been babied a bit and we kind of expect a little bit more fluidity and better controls. It's a great game and I think it deserves to stay in the 90s. Early 2000s, whenever it was.
I want the control scheme to be similar to what it was back then, and not make it too difficult like it was with like Skate and all that kind of stuff.
No, I agree.
It was way too difficult to try and coordinate the things. Like, if I want to go left, I'm going to turn left. I don't want to hold down the button to build up my strength for an ollie or something. I just want to push the X button and do an ollie, you know? Like I don't push up and down, and you start your mono or your grind manuals and your grinds and that. So I think it was triangle was to grind,
Yep.
Yeah, square was to flip and circle was to grab.
Do you know what annoyed me the most that they changed in the later games was because in the earlier games you pressed and you held X to go faster. In the later ones, you had to time it. You had to when your
foot went down.
When your foot hit the ground, you had to tap X. That was crap. That ruined it for me, and I stopped playing it.
Yeah, man.
And then they brought out that skateboard controller.
Oh, yeah. We got so many of them back when I played a game. I'm thinking, why would you have a controller like this when most of the people that are going to buy this game are going to be over 100 kilos and have a weight limit of like 60 kilos on this thing?
I need one for each foot.
Yeah.
Oh dear! What? Yeah, that was terrible.
Tony Hawk, if it comes out with the same sort of campaign/story mode that 1 and 2 and that back in the day held with your comps and whatnot, then gave you probably the option of 8 to a 16-man lobby where you could go in, free roam a big sort of map and challenge people to a circuit or whatnot, and then a park creator. That would be a great Tony Hawk game.
Be in there.
Oh, as long as the park creator is not the same as Trials.
And then Matt Hoffman is DLC.
Yeah. And Sean White.
You get the Matt Hoffman BMXs in there on a $35 deal.
It's going to have like all of them like you. We had Bam Margera in it. And...
Yeah, we could get off your skateboard and actually climb and everything and collect it. I didn't mind that so much, but yeah.
Just as long as it's not like Wasteland.
Yeah, fuck that
Tony
shit.
Hawk American Wasteland. They tried to turn it into like an MMO.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, an RPG skating game where you walk around doing missions and shit.
2 and 3 were like MMOs.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Who else has got news?
Hey, you remember the Commodore 64?
I do.
Well, there was a Commodore 65, also known as the C64DX. It's actually really super rare, and they sold between 50 and 2,000 of them before Commodore went into liquidation in 1994. So let me throw it in context for you. In 2009, a fully functioning Commodore 64 sold for about $9,000.
What?
Later, $9,000. Later in 2013, one with missing parts went for $26,000.
And so $9,000 when?
2009.
Oh, okay. Sorry, continue.
2013. So the 2009 $9,000 one was fully functioning. The one in 2013 had missing parts and went for $26,000. And one sold last month, a fully functioning Commodore 64 with a serial number of number 22 on it, went for $30,000.
Hey, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
You and I are going on a road trip this weekend, all right?
Yep.
We're going to Wagga Wagga.
To your brother's house?
My brother's got one.
Nice.
It's not a 65.
Oh, is that this? Oh.
Well, I thought you said 64.
And one sold last month, a fully functioning Commodore 64 with a serial number of number 22 on it, went for $30,000. A fully functioning Commodore 64 with a serial number of number 22 on it, went for $30,000.
So it was the 65 that went for that price.
Yeah,
it's all right. I've got a permanent marker. It's all good.
Yeah, just turned it into a 5.
Yes. So it was the Commodore 65.
Amiga would be worth.
Well, of course he's talking about the Commodore 65. It's the whole fucking point of the news article. God, I'm an idiot.
You're an asshole.
Well, I'm 75% asshole and 10% moron.
And 30% dude.
Wait. Do you understand the concept of percentages?
100's
got to equal 100.
I can't be 30% dude if I'm 75% arsehole and 10% moron.
345 degrees.
What? They're getting into angles. Alright. And you're not math inclined at all. Let's continue. Sorry. Big money.
Big money for yeah.
What?
Now, using some math. Oh, you haven't finished your Commodores?
Done, mate.
You're done? I'm just having a look now. Cavan's played 969 hours of D.O.T.A.
Oh, he's almost to
That's
1,000.
40.3 days.
Wow. Good effort. Round of applause for Kevin.
I don't know whether it's an applause is worth it. Oh, yeah, okay.
Why? What else would it be? If it's not an applause, what is it?
Rehab?
What podcast are we on?
Yes, but 969 of one game.
Yeah, just because you spend 2 minutes and you're exhausted and turn it off. Kevin, well done. You deserved that a round of applause.
Yeah, kudos. Ring it, Sean.
I'm just jealous. I'm jealous because I don't have that much time to put into video games. Well, I mean, mind you, he's been playing it for a long time. It's not like he's done 40 days straight in the last, 60
days. Yeah.
He's been playing that for years. So, anyway, all good. Is there what?
Was there a Dota one?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. We'll go with it.
Had to have been. Was there anything ever where it was if I ever make a video game, I'm making a sequel and no original?
Maybe it stands. What's the Dota stand for then?
Oh, it does stand for something, doesn't it? Are you going to make me Google it?
I'm not there.
Digital
Defense of the Ancients.
Yeah, there is a Dota one.
Yes.
Or just Dota, if you will.
And it was released in July 2013.
Yes.
There you go. He's been playing it since then. All right. Well, that's it for the news. I think I've ticked off all the news items. Is that it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's all I've got.
All right. Well, let's head into What's That Sound?
I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Last week, apparently Red was supposed to get this one because he even got a clue, a cryptic clue that none of us would have gotten, and he still didn't get it wrong.
He still didn't get it wrong or
Still
get it right?
didn't get it right. Yeah, I realised that and thought, 10% moron. All right, so Red didn't get it right. That's what I was trying to get at. Last week's sound was Mega Man 3, the stage clear sound. So I don't know if anybody's got that yet because we're recording very early in the week. The podcast only went up yesterday, so we will find out next show who the winners are, I guess, if I don't forget and get confused because this whole space-time continuum thing is getting ruined. But anyway, we'll do What's That Sound for this week. Now, I don't know what this sound is either because it was given by Nico's. No, Nico's was last week. Stooch gave us this one. So you guys ready? You want to hear it now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Have a listen.
It's a fight we can't win, not without help. We need every species and all their ships to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers. Talk to the Council. Convince them to help us.
Oh, I even know who that is talking. I'm going to write it.
Didn't
Write it down.
Stooch's last one have that African American actor in it?
Uh,
I know who the actor is, but I don't know what game it's from. I could
Can you
guess.
play it again, please?
I can't play
I
it.
don't know
yet.
who it is.
I know it. Well, I'm going to give the answer then before you can. Is the voice actor,
Yeah.
and the game is.
Yeah. Because the last one was from. Yeah.
Let me see if I can work out which.
It's a fight we can't win, not without help. We need every species and all their ships to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers. Talk to the Council. Convince them to help us.
Matrix.
It actually sounds like it could be a Star Wars game because it's talk to the council and then the Reapers and yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's the first one. But, we'll find that out off Stooch and
First
that.
what?
Shut up! I'm not repeating it. Only 10% moron. Yeah, got you on that one. I think I'm right. I don't even need to check and see if I'm right. I am right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Avatar.
What?
It could be Avatar.
It's not.
You sure?
Yeah, I am 100% sure I know that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mike, because didn't we do a what's that sound probably 6 or 8 weeks ago with the same dude in it?
No. It was Saints Row, I think.
Okay, yeah, but it was the same voice actor, yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
All right, well, if you think you know what that sound is, send us a message to our Facebook page, and if you are correct, you'll go into the running to get a free game throughout the week, which gives you the whole week to get your answer in. You don't have to rush. How good am I? I'm a nice guy. All right, that's the end of the show. Quick one this week. But you know what? Just like the cordial without any water, or sucking on a Barocca tablet without putting it in a glass of water. Shorter show, but I reckon it had some punch. That was a good show. Good show.
There's a bit of substance, yeah.
Yeah, heaps of information in there, just real quick, real right in your face. People are driving home listening to us talk and going, whoa! It's so good. It wasn't them going, whoa! These cunts really put me to sleep. I just use the C word. I never use that on the podcast. Charlie. All right. Now what? What do you guys do?
Now that we're at the end of this week's show, we're going to do that?
Oh, you segued into that so well, and then you stopped. Douchebag. I'm not editing that. No, you can look stupid because I'm 10% moron. So as long as you're 11% moron, I'm happy. Continue.
Now that we're at the end of this week's show, that just can't even edit that either because
I'm not editing. I only edit out when I do something stupid.
Yeah?
All your shit stays in.
Well, the show will only be 20 minutes long this week.
I was just about to say it'd be show just of Luke then.
I'm editing that out. It took the piss out of me.
Yeah.
Try again for the third time.
Now that we're at the end of this week's show, please take the time to like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/AussieGamers2012. I'm not really going to go through all this week. Go to Google, search Aussie Gamers Express, and you will find all of our stuff. We're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, iTunes app for all of your Aussie Gamer podcastness. You can go on there, search Aussie Gamers Express, and you can download it straight to the device of your choice. We have a blog that's at aussiegamersexpress.blogspot.com.au. That's aussiegamersexpress.blogspot.com.au. If you want to send a snail mail, go to P.O Box 130 Cranebrook 2749. Don't go there. That's the name that you want to write on the actual letter. Don't go there because they probably won't let you in, and it's only a little box, so you probably won't fit in there either. But yeah, that's about it. We're on Twitch, so we've been doing a fair bit of streaming and that on there. Check us out there, Aussie Gamers TV at twitch.tv, and that's about it.
Well said. That was well recovered.
Yeah.
Well done. That was good. All right. Well, I think I've said the word Barocca that many times in this podcast. If we actually get some good viewers, I might be a sponsor next week, and I'll get a crate of the shit for free. That'd be great because I drink that shit so much that my piss is bright.
Oh, shut up, Red.
What were you going to say, Red?
Well, one part of you has to be.
Oh!
And then we got Thorncliff talking about little boxes. I'm like, shut up, Red.
And on next week's podcast, there'll be a special, what it was like having Red on the show. And then the week after, where is he now?
Hanging out.
And the week after this will be a lot.
Sorry.
I've been LewkOne.
I've been Thorncliff.
Well, yeah, I've been Red. I've been important for 40 odd weeks.